Okay, we're back. Hi guys, I'm Pam, and this is my channel, Made by Pam. Alright, hi Angie, hi Candy. Sorry about that. For some reason, all of a sudden, my computer just lost all connection. It's probably because my nephew is upstairs playing on the PlayStation, playing video games. Yeah. I'm sure there'll be other people in, Angie. It's just connection issues. Go figure. So this is my lovely daughter. Compliments of the thrift haul that I am about to show you.
I am her,
You're my daughter.
I'm her daughter, but I'm also her, instigator. I instigate a lot of the thrift hauls.
Or enable.
Yep.
Alright, so what should we get into first? Yes, she's an enabler.
Very much so.
Hi, Sharon. Sharon is my friend that lives in Virginia that has helped Matthew and Itzel. And is like a second grandma to baby Stan.
I am definitely mom's enabler here.
Hi, Marty.
Let me go grab the other two things we got thrifted.
I don't need to
I
get
want
those.
to show them the stamps though.
Oh, yeah, but I don't mind.
You're allowed to use them. I let you use my giant bag of stamps. I know where what is.
If the giant bag is out in the garage, you know exactly where it's at.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying the new bags that I got. There's glitter all over your floor.
I know. Timothy glitter bombed my room. So he glitter bombed. He came down here and he opened up my glitter thing. And see, it's got glitter on it. And he took a little syringe thing and was sticking it in there trying to suck out this glitter and making a mess. And there's a big pile of glitter on the floor. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I hope your handheld's okay. Now I got glitter all over my table.
Craft Air Bees. It is my best friend. Not so much.
All right.
Oh my gosh. You're forever going glitter? Yes, we are, Sharon.
Yeah. Glitter is good, right? All right, so I'm going to show you I'll show you the kits that she got me. So this is a needle punch kit. So this one's pretty cool. I was looking at it when she got it to me. Well, that's a little design that's on it. So it is that one right there. It is a little unicorn. So I'm going to do that. It's going to be for my daughter.
I also got her this one.
That's a little rainbow. So both kits come with these punch needle embroidery things. So it's got one here with the tip still on it, and it has the wire in there to feed this stuff to. So wire just like this. There's a little wire that feeds through, goes down through here. You wrap the yarn around it, and then it feeds up through. So she showed me. Hi, Trey. Oh, that's good. So she showed me this on her little thing, and I saw the tool. I'm like, yes, get that. She's like, what is it anyways? I'm like, it's a needle punch. Or needle punch embroidery. She's like, oh. So this isn't like traditional yarn. It's like different. Now, I do have some needle punch embroidery, yarn, thread, whatever you call it. A bunch of it, like in the little tiny spools that I've gotten years ago. Now, I was going to start the needle punch, and I'm pretty sure I know where my other tool is. Hi, Spirit in the Sky. I know where my other tool is, but I always misplace it, so I really haven't gotten it out. Yep, your baby's starting to pop.
Yeah.
She's
I have
showing
to
me.
switch to my actual maternity bar soon.
She's showing me her pregnancy belly. Her little belly bone. Her baby bone.
I'm gonna be 19 weeks this Wednesday. Halfway there.
19 weeks
19
along.
weeks.
And so Wednesday. I got a second set. And then she got me some yarns.
A surplus of yarn.
So she saw this. Because basically, hi, Soldier Post. So she showed me this, I think it's like a macrame yarn or whatever, or thread. But it's also good for like using for sweatshirts and like sweatpants and stuff for the pull cords. And I saw her pull this out, and I'm like, yes, get that one, because I know I couldn't usually get this much of this kind for $2. So that was a good deal. And then she's got me some red yarn. This is the cherry red for $1.
I'm a really bad enabler.
And then this is a yellow blue for $1. And then she showed me this orange. I'm like, yes, I love that orange. I think it's very beautiful. So that was for $1. And then this is a black, like a skinny, can't use those scissors. That would be bad. Trying to find my other scissors.
I need scissors. You got
I'd rather not like tear the bag.
It's so thin.
So it's like a super thin yarn. Well, not even really yarn. It's like a crochet thread.
Don't ask me. I just got it.
Anywho, this is like a black, and then this thread. Now this thread reminds me of the Raggedy Ann and Andy hair.
Where's the fabrics I got you?
Right here. So that is all the yarn that she's gotten me, and these were each 50 cents.
Yeah.
Hi, Kristen. Now, sorry about earlier. Marty says you did a very good job.
What's that mean?
The yellow or gold. Oh, this color, it's kind of like an orange. So it's kind of like a, but yeah, it's very pretty. I saw that and I'm like, yes, get that one. That's like some xylitol gum. It's for dental. So you chew it and it's supposed to help cleanse your mouth and help with
Does this belong to anyone?
you.
I love my Pop Rocks. Okay.
Okay. And then she got me some fabric, but I didn't realize when she was picking it out that it was 100% polyester, or I probably would have said no.
Two of my friends are coming over later today.
Oh, are they going to take Artemis away?
No.
Aw, dang it.
I know, right? one can't have any more dogs, and the other you don't personally like. I'm warning you.
Huh?
I'm warning you that one of them that you don't personally like, and the other you haven't met.
And what's the other person? Luna? You're the one that...
I'm being a DD for her tonight.
B looks like you. Oh, Brianna looks like me? Yeah.
Yeah, I get my good looks from my mother. Except my hazel eyes. My brown eyes. Those are from my dad. My deadbeat dad.
It's all good. So, we saw this one, and I really, really liked it. I thought it was so pretty. Unfortunately, it's 100% polyester, so it's not the greatest quality. She's like, well, can't you make something out of it? I'm like, well, I can't really make any clothes out of it because I don't want to wear the 100% polyester. But it's really pretty. So I gotta find something to use it with. Just saying. She did find another one that was like a fitted sheet, and I was like, nope, no fitted sheets. But there was this flat sheet. Yeah, it would probably be great for journals. Yeah, like you take it and glue it on the top of something. That would be cool. Well, this one I really like too. I love abstract prints. So she got that one for me. And this one I think was a queen size. I don't know. It's hard to tell because tags don't always say it, but I think that's what she said it was. It could either be a queen size or it could be a twin size. Anywho, that is everything that she got for me thrifting. So it wasn't like extravagant stuff. I did allow her, well, she chose to get a couple of stamps. But the problem with that is it's 100% polyester. And it's not the cotton type polyester. It's like the smooth, slick, I don't know. I just don't know if I would make a pair of Pamerals out of those fabrics. Yeah, but the thing is, it's 100% polyester. That just doesn't quite work. So I have been doing really good not going thrifting. You know, I've only really gone thrifting twice this month. Hi, Stephanie Grams. You changed your name again. Or is this just a different channel that you're coming to me with? Hi, Sherry. So we have so many people in here. It's so good to see you guys. I should make sure I'm on live chat because I'm just clicked on top chat. All right, so I did go to the dollar store. I was looking for something else. Oh, good, Angie. I'm glad you got a bowl done. I was looking for something else. I couldn't find what I was looking for. I looked and I looked, and it just wasn't happening. And so I did find a couple of other things that I liked. I found some stencils and some rub-on transfers. And then some dies. Not that I really need any stencils either. But got some star stencils. And some seahorse and fish and turtle. I guess starfish too. Stencils. Little flower stencils. Butterfly stencils. And some little birdie stencils. So I can add this into my book that has my little stencils. But I have a book down here that I have all my stencils in. I think it's this one right here. I have a book that has all my, well, not all, but a lot of my other stuff in too. But this is one of my stencil books. I wrote stencils on there. So I just have a bunch of different stencils, like big letter stencils and like just a bunch of different stuff. Kind of hard to show you what I'm talking about. Like I picked up stencils a couple months ago, and so I stuck them in here. This is like a base. It's a Santa Claus, but you have the base, the overlay, and the embellish stencil pieces. So I think it's got 3 different pieces in here. And then I also have like a little pumpkin one. Well, no, this one's not a pumpkin. Yeah, it is. Pumpkins and vines. So it's got the pumpkin. Hi, Matthew. I live about 45 miles north of Salt Lake. So I have just a bunch of different stencils in here, and so this is where I put my stencils just so that they're kept in a relative place that's all together. I know some people like Kim, she talks about having books that have stencils and stuff in them. And then I have some cutting dies that I saw at the dollar store. Well, this one is like, has that design. And I don't know if they work yet or not because I haven't tried them. And then this one's a little flower. No avalanches where I am. I don't have any avalanches in my neck of the woods. There's flooding in a lot of places. But where I am particularly, I don't have to deal with flooding because I'm higher up, but I'm not in the mountains, but I'm not down low in the valley. I'm on the other side of the train tracks that are down and the river's down. And so I'm up and over. Yeah. And then I got some rub-on transfers. I just loved the prettiness of these. So I had to get them. And then some little seashells. And I don't remember exactly when I got these, but it was probably last week. Because, yeah. So I was telling some of you guys that from my Friday Sews video. Yeah, I'll probably use them on my channel. I'll try. Well, I'll try to use something. I know I want to do the needle punch embroidery on my channel. Well, you know what, Matthew? I'm sorry, but I think you're out of luck because May is tomorrow morning. And you only got a couple hours left there. Sorry to say, but it's true. Hi, Joy. So I was mentioning on my Friday Souls video I did this week that I didn't get anything sewn. Well, you know what? Then I realized that I lied to everybody, okay? I'll use a cat gaming. That is my daughter, and that is her YouTube channel name. She does have a YouTube channel. She hasn't posted a lot of stuff lately, but maybe she'll get back into it. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this. I'll do this really quick. Oh, my daughter's paging me. Go figure. Okay, so I know what she wants. I will be right back. I know what my daughter wants. She wants some toilet paper because the bathroom ran out of toilet paper. One moment. Okay, guys. I am back. Yeah, I was her yelling, Mom! Mom! Of course it can, Matthew. All right. Of course lightning can strike 10 miles away from a house. It can strike your house. It can even strike you. That would not be good, though. All right. So I'll show you this picture real quick. So this is what I sewed. It's a blue denim part of the couch. Okay. I know April has flown by. So my bonus daughter wanted to sit down on the edge of the bed, and it ripped, like the edge. So, yeah, her bed broke. So I went up and I took this off, and part of it, it looks worse than it was because I did have to trim it off. So I wasn't taking the whole thing apart until it was time to put it all back together. But I basically took this, and of course I forgot to put the handle on the new one. But you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they were jumping on it. Seriously. Silly kids. But yeah, so how to make a new one of these pieces. So I had to take this piece off so that I can make the new piece. And this is part of it. There's like 3 channels that the bar goes through. And then it was kind of complicated getting it all back together. But I did it with my daughter's help. That's her bed. The thing is, you gotta realize that the couch is like an older couch. And so it just happened the fabric just happened to give way. And yeah, it was interesting. But I'm glad it was easy to fix. What I fixed it with is this kind of denim. So I still have more left. Not enough to do much with. Not any like clothing wise thing. But the denim cost me like $4. And so it went to a good cause. Fixed her bed for $4. Yeah, the springs, those were a pain. All right. Well, the other project I've been working on has been house slippers. I've been crocheting. So I had the pieces like pretty much done, and then I unpicked it all and started over. There's a little circle here. And then here are my rainbow soles that I started over. I can show you what the red looked like before I took it apart. Well, this is what it looked like before I took it apart, because I realized I just didn't quite have it quite right. So yeah, you want to see a kitty cat in gel? There's a kitty cat in gel. It's not really in gel, but it is. I think it was tormenting the birds, and so my son put it in the dog kennel. And I had to take a picture of it. Oh, and then yesterday, my daughter wanted her hair cut. Well, she wanted her hair cut, so I cut her hair. And there's a picture with the longer hair. Just because. Here's a cuter picture with the long hair from like last week. All right, see you later, Trey. Have a good day. So yeah. Huh. All right. I will be right back. I gotta go check my front porch and make sure the dog isn't destroying my package. One moment. Sorry about that, guys. You gotta turn your volume down because you can't be in here with your volume blared.
I did.
So I'll show you what just arrived with Amazon. Oh, she wanted to show her cat Acorn in the
He was in jail because he tried to assassinate the Pablo. Sir was in jail because he tried to assassinate my birds.
And I guess Sir, the other cat, was in jail because it tried attacking the birdies.
He was trying to lift up the cage. I need to get new cage locks.
Okay. I'll show you what I got. I thought it was, well, yeah, it could come in a box. Okay. So this is like a polymer clay, like an oven dry clay. Beth has done a lot of videos on the clay and stuff. But it has the little pieces here. Now I got it because my son was asking for some polymer clay for the oven dry clay stuff. I thought those would be a little bit bigger. They're so teeny tiny small. I guess because they're supposed to be like gems and stuff for earrings and whatnot. But it has a whole thing of like little fixings and stuff in there. And talks about the clay information here. So you could do hair, like a hair blower heating. Did you guys know that? That you can, I wonder if it would work with the heat gun too, not just a hair dryer. But you'd put the works into a paper box, so a cardboard box, and blow it for 5 to 10 minutes to become hardened. Like that. I don't know. I wonder. But so my son kept asking me for some oven dry clay. And so I was thinking, oh, well, I'll just get a bunch. I'll just get one that has a whole bunch of colors in it. You know, a whole set. So I tell him what I got. That's like a little tray thing. And it's got some foam pieces in here too. That'll come in handy for something else. So I told him what I was getting because he asked about it. Oh, a heat gun may be too hot. Yeah, probably. Hi, Nez. So I told my son what I was getting, and I was getting a bunch of different colors. And what did he say? But Mom, I don't need a bunch of different colors. I only need like white because I want to paint it the color that I want it. Like, really? So I contemplated canceling it, but it was too late. I was like, you know what? I'll just get it. It's no big deal. So it's got like 3 sections with all these little clay pieces in there. It's like got over 100 different colors, I guess. And I don't know if it's 100 different colors or just 100 different pieces for the colors. I don't know. But anywho, it's just a bunch of different clay pieces. And I guess once more of this gets used, you would think they would like at least make like one more section of this so that you could take and put all your tools in the next section up. So it should be a 4-section container to put all your stuff in. So it should have a fourth section. I'm sure it could. I'm sure it would accommodate that. They just didn't do that. But that would have been a good idea. Come on, Amazon, get it together. I know it's not a product of Amazon. It's a product Amazon just sells it. And I thought there would be more than one. Maybe not. Maybe it only had the one silicone mold. I thought. I'm not sure what I thought. Anywho, that's about all. I showed you what I sporadically ordered off of Amazon. Granted, I did order some other stuff of Amazon too. I did get a silicone mat, which I didn't realize that they would be quite this big. Hi, Stitch It, Pam. So they're not like too overly big. It's a pretty decent size. So it would cover up a pretty decent size. Now, I used to have a silicone mat, but I don't know what I did with it. I like misplaced it somewhere because I had it and then I put it away and I was going to use it for my 3D art stuff for my 3D pen. And then I couldn't find my silicone mat that I got. And it was just a small little one that I got from the dollar store. And then I couldn't find it. And so I was like, well, that's okay. Kind of really wish this had another section. I guess once I use up more of these clays in one of the sections, these would all fit in there. It's the way it is, I tell you. All right. So, I know it's been way too long. Hi, Pam. Yeah, Pam's Country Sewing. She has a couple different channels. She also does oh, my daughter wants to use one of my 3D mats. My silicone mats for her stitching. Yeah. I've been subscribed to Pam's Country Sewing for quite a while. She sometimes does a video. Yes, there is a lot of Pams. You know, I have found so many different Pams watching YouTube, more than I ever knew. Thank you, Marty. So there is A View is a View. Her name is Pam, or Pamela. There is also I think PBJ or PJB Stamper. She was on Dawn's channel earlier. She might still be. I don't know if Dawn's still streaming. But she was on there. And her name is Pam. And then there's the other one. Can't remember. Oh, you're the real Pam. And then there is also, there's some other ones out there too. But, you know, they're all great people. So, I don't know what else to talk about, guys. I really don't. I could show you as I crochet this pair of slippers. Yeah, you didn't change your spelling of your name. Yeah. You know, Angie, when I first met you, I'd always type it in Angie, like Anige. And you're like, no, it's just Angie. It's just spelled wrong. I'm like, okay. And so I fixed it. But yeah. Let me see. I don't know what else to talk about, guys. If you want to watch me crochet, you can hang around and watch me crochet. If you don't want to watch me crochet, oh, well, that's cool. Yes, I am. That's so exciting. My face itches. So, I know I haven't come on live a whole lot lately. You love crochet. Yeah, I'm really starting to enjoy the crochet aspect of it all. You know? And I keep unpicking and redoing. I guess it's so that I can get better. So this is one circle, and I need to start my other circle. Like I was doing it like, I was doing it like alternating between them. Because I had this sole all done. Oh, yeah. Well, she got the stamps. You know, I just kind of paid for it all. I don't know. Does that count still as me not going thrifting? Is that I paid for it all? I did this. And so I have to do 8 of these in the same hole. 8 single crochets in the same hole. Well, that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Six. 7. See, my hole's a little bit bigger than it probably should be, because this one's pretty tight. This one's pretty loose. I think it's because there's no way to really tighten it. I think it's because I didn't make my knot as tight as I could have when I started. But that's okay. And then we go up 3. Yes, I would have gotten more if I had gone. I would have. Because, let me tell you, there was a giant roll of, I guess it was wool fabric or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but there was a giant roll. And, but they wanted $40 for it. There was a roll that was probably like that thick. Like big. And it was wound around just like skinny, scrawny tube. So it was a pretty big wrap of fabric. But it was $40. And I'm like, no, I can't justify getting a $40 roll of fabric. She's like, but it's a giant bolt, Mom. I'm like, I understand that. But I can't justify getting that giant roll without actually being able to touch it and feel it. Because I may not like the way it feels. But it may have been like wool felting type stuff. No, she did not get any books. I told her she could look at the books really quick. But she said, no, I'm not going to look at the books because if I only have 14% left on my phone. And if I looked at the books, she's like, if I looked at the books, then my phone would die. And she's not that into books. You gonna do everything that I do? I bet you could, Angie. I don't do much. Especially on the weekends. What do? I come down and I vegetate in my craft room, or I vegetate in my bed. And occasionally I make food for my kids. But you know, my thrift ban is almost up. Thing is, I should probably extend it. But man, I do miss going to the thrift store. I miss going to Savers. Even if I don't get anything, I miss going. Just to go look. So, I figure if I go thrifting, I should only do it on Wednesdays at Savers. Because that's when I can get the 25% off military. Because I hate paying full price. And I ended up using all of my 20% off coupons. Which is probably good. But I really don't need to go thrifting. Yeah. It's just because I would rather do it myself than go pay someone else to do it. You know? But see, you can do some things that I can't do, Angie. I'm sure you can. Like if you want to go to the Mexican restaurant, you can just get up and go. You're not obligated to staying at home with kids and animals that drive you nuts sometimes. Oh. I know, Marty. I'm telling you. Hi, Kim. She's mocking me. Marty's like, I don't do much. I snake out sewers, replace heating elements and dryers, put up eaves, change out microwaves and doors, take care of 5 kids and upteen animals, sew emeralds and dolls, crochet. Yep. Something like that. So I was telling them that I undid my whole entire project. And I told you I did, Kim. This is proof that I undid the whole entire thing. So I have one part done. I'm doing the second part. Here's my big pile. You ran out of breath. I think you ran out of spaces you could put those words in because YouTube only allows so many. And then if you need to add anything else, you can do it on the next line. In the next comment section. Well, the other day I was thinking that eventually I'm going to have to change my brakes in my van again. But this time about, I'm going to have to change my rotors too. Because last time I changed my brakes, I didn't change my rotors. My van is a 2014. It is almost, well, it is 2023. So that's 9 years. I've had my van for 8 because I got it in 2015. You know, I've gone less than 100,000 miles with it though. So that's not bad. Or maybe I reached over 100,000. I might have. I don't remember what my mileage thing is. Maybe that driving to Wisconsin and back added that extra miles. You know, I always get to that end and I just keep going. I did that last time too. Wasn't even supposed to add that extra section yet. Okay. So I've been kind of, I know it's not traditional, but I've been kind of doing like an extra little section here. Just to kind of close things off a little bit. And I know the pattern doesn't call for it. And maybe that's where it messes me up. I don't know. But I like the way it looks when I have that done. Kind of like adding an extra stitch, but not really. Yeah, I usually do a marker, stitch marker too. I have a whole bunch of bulb pins here. And then we go up 3 again. Well, the first one we did the double. And this, well, the first section was that 8 in the loop. And then we did the double around. And then this section, we do one single, well, one double crochet in one. And then the next section, we do 2. And then we do the 1. So I'm remembering. But I also have my pattern right next to me. So the more that I've had to do this pattern, because I keep taking it apart, I get better at it. All right, Marty. Well, you have a wonderful day and enjoy getting that dinner going. I'm going to have to probably get dinner going here soon, too. Geez, I don't know what I'm going to make my kids. Making dinner is always kind of like what do I make? I did make my 10-year-old some lunch, though. I made him a burrito and some taquitos. You're having leftovers. That's good. Last night I fed my 8-year-old leftover spaghetti. And then I fed my 10-year-old ramen. I tried to feed some to my 6-year-old and he just didn't want anything. You know, school's almost out. I am so excited. Granted, that means I'll be home all summer. But also, that means the closer it is to school being out and to being my son's birthday, the closer it is to my husband coming home for a visit. Because he gets to come home for a visit in a couple of weeks. That'll be good to see him. We'll see what happens. A little snack here. And I realized that using this thicker yarn really doesn't change the perspective of the pattern much. It's just if I use the thinner yarn, because I do a tighter stitch with it, I would probably have to do a couple extra rows just to accommodate, because I like the tighter stitching. You think it looks bigger? Yeah, it might look a little bit bigger. A little bit, not much though. It's pretty decent. It's got a little bit more width to it. But I like how it cups right around my heel and just kind of protects it. So it is a little bit bigger, Kim. And I like working with this thicker yarn too because I can see the stitches better. Like sometimes before I would be working and I was like, so what part is the back side of the loop? But with this, I can see that back side each time. I'm not like searching and looking for the back loop. Kind of have to count and make sure I'm doing the 1, 2, 1, 2. But I even do that when I'm not like sitting here chatting while crocheting. All right, Auntie, well, have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping in. But I still haven't, I didn't trace out my foot yet either, Kim. I know we talked about that. Talked about tracing out the foot. Just I didn't want to take off my shoes again to do that. So it just didn't happen. Yes, I'm still doing the double sole. I contemplated just doing the one sole, and I'm like, nope, I'm still doing the double. So I got that section all done. Isn't that beautiful? Well, this one looks a little bit different than this one because I had a smaller hole. And that one I had a bigger hole. But I can always I can take this piece and I can kind of feed it between that and kind of fill it in a little bit. Yeah, doing the double sole will make it more comfy. All right. I'm going to do 7 across. I still have a couple pieces of fabric on my bed that I want to make some more pants with, some more pamerals. And they're still just sitting there waiting for me. Which I'm going to have to within the next like 3 weeks is go in and take my craft stuff and move it out of there while my husband's home. Yeah. But I just have some stuff laying on my bed because I don't need that much space. See you later, Nez. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. So there's 8. Well, it's 7, but it's a total of 8 with that stitch. Hey, Kim taught me good. She's helping me become a amateur crocheter. I'm like a newbie here. Somebody's coming down. Oh, it is my 13-year-old.
Oh.
What?
Why did I hear Aunt Smith mention whittling mention here?
Oh, like something to do with the floral blocks that she brought over. So like for sculpting and stuff. Hey! Why are you beating up my door? He's gonna like give himself a massive headache. I don't like how that sticks out like that right there. But it's okay though, because is that right? I don't know. He always uses his head to bang open doors and do everything. And then he complains about headaches. So my sister's neighbor was going to throw out some like floral blocks. I like what you would use for like floral arrangements, like the little foamy stuff. So they're like the hard foam. And my neighbor was doing something and she asked what they were going to do with them. I'm like, well, we're just going to take it to the dump. She's like, don't do that. Those are perfectly good. There's no point to take it to the dump. And so she brought it over to me. I was kind of hoping it was like some foam cushion stuff or whatever. That would have been cool. So my son was wondering why she had mentioned some whittling. It's like, yeah, because you can like do some sculpturing and stuff with it and kind of sculpt away some of the excess stuff and make different designs and stuff out of it. But then he leaves and bangs his head on the door and drives me nuts, I tell you. See, what I want to do with this is I want it, like, once I get further up, like working this last stitch is always a pain on this. Trying to make sure I'm in the right spot. But I want to like make it so it kind of curves up around the top of the foot. But I'm still debating on whether I want to do that or not. Because I kind of want it to form around my foot a little bit. Oh, did you give your pair to your oldest daughter? Oh, that's cool. All right, Candy. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your cooking time. You know, I really do not enjoy cooking. I know when some of my kids were younger and was trying different things, I was like, yeah, we could just make this every time. But then my kids would complain about what I was making. I didn't want to eat it anyways. And so you kind of limit on what you can make. Because I don't want to just be making stuff for me. I want my kids to eat it too. So when it comes to making stuff, I want to make sure it's going to be something that my kids will eat. Sometimes using this yarn, it gets all twisted up and messed up and tangled because it's so thick. There's so many different strands to work with. So I did talk to my mom today, and she is doing much better. She does still get tired because she's still recovering, but she's doing really good. I talked to her for a little bit, and then we let each other go. So I was telling Kim and all them that she was doing great, but I hadn't really heard from her. And so I had to call her and make sure that she knew, make sure that I knew that she was still doing great. You know? And my sister will go down and check on her occasionally and make sure she's doing okay. Oh, I bet. Like I tried making homemade chicken soup. Forget it. They don't want nothing to do with it. Like, really? The stuff is delicious. Like, no. It's got all this extra stuff in it. We don't want it. I'm like, well, I guess there's more for me. Your loss, my gain. I'm glad she's doing good too. Well, that's cool, Kim. Pizza bun gunk. See, I don't like how it always leaves like these little holes along the edges. It's crazy. I think I got 5 on this one. So this one I'm going to do a little bit different because I want to make one left foot and one right foot. And the best way I could figure it out so that when I get to the part that I want to curve, so that's on the right part, is that I'm working opposite. So with this one, like with this other one, instead of doing the 3 and turning, well, I'm going to do the 3 and I'm not going to turn. That's what I did on my colorful sole. And so that's what I'm doing on this one. But I got to make sure I'm going through each section here. Makes me think that I'm trying to skip a stitch though. So 1 pound ground beef fried, a can of tomato soup, grated nuts, and throw vegetables in the blender. Mix it all together when the meat is hot so the cheese melts a bit. Spices desired. So my kids like spaghetti, but I don't mix any meat with the spaghetti. I know, odd, right? I grew up and we always had meat with the spaghetti growing up. But my 8-year-old, she likes meat okay, but she doesn't like excessive meat. I know what I could make for dinner. I could make some sloppy joes. That is like something that my kids will eat. Something that they don't generally complain about. But sometimes I get tired of making rice-a-roni every night. Or mashed potatoes. I get tired of sloppy joes every night too, or spaghetti. So, I don't know. Yeah, sloppy joes are good. And I have hamburger buns that we can use. Oh, geez, look at that. I'm already to the turning point. Just flew by right there. My 6-year-old was so upset last night. Oh my goodness. I made him come inside because it was like 9 o'clock at night and he was crying and yelling at the neighbor kid. I guess they had a disagreement or something and was yelling at each other. And he kept yelling over there saying that he didn't like him anymore and that he wasn't his friend anymore, and because he hurt his feelings and whatnot. I'm like, we're not going to talk like that to our friends. But Mom, he hurt my feelings. I'm like, but we don't be yelling mean things to your friends, saying that you don't like them and you're never going to play with them again, because you're going to change your mind and you're going to want to play with them again. So I think he got over himself and he finally settled down enough and went to bed and watched his tablet. And then when I took it away, like way too late, he actually handed it over. And he wasn't yelling at me saying he hated me anymore. But he yelled at me last night. He's like, I hate you. I'm like, okay, I love you. Because I don't take it personal. I'm used to it. I had enough of that when my other kids were younger. Them always saying they hated me, and I was like, well, I love you. Thank you. But can't take it personal. They're kids. And that way they know that you're always going to love them regardless. Whether they say they hate you or not. So odd, huh? I'm surprised I still have 7 people in here. Well, it says 9 now. Wowzer. Is this that captivating? My strap keeps falling down my shoulder. He gets to be home for like a week. So, let's see. I'll come home on a night on the 18th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll get to be home for 5 days. So he'll get to be home for 5 days. But he made sure he scheduled it so that he was flying out before a weekend and flying home like before the following weekend, because he tried doing it so he could be here a couple extra days, and the way the schedule, like the airplane fare works, is that if he was flying on a weekend, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it would add an extra couple $100 to his flight. But flying out on like a Thursday night and going back on like a Wednesday morning, it saves some money. Because I was like, what? You couldn't stay till the whole weekend? He's like, no. I have to make sure I'm back for work. Even though he could be off until like wouldn't have to go back really till the 29th. But he can at least come home for Daniel's birthday, because my 10-year-old will be turning 11. And then my husband's dad will have a birthday. I don't know his age. I just know it's the same day as my son's birthday. Which, I don't know if I would have remembered Grandpa's birthday if it wasn't for having my son on his birthday. Because when we dropped the other kids off to the grandparents, when I went in to have Daniel, I wasn't even thinking that it was Grandpa's birthday. We was just dropping off the kids, and then when they came to visit in the hospital, they're like, yeah, that was a good birthday present. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's Grandpa's birthday. I'm like, oh, well, that's great. Guess I'll have no excuse to forget his birthday. But yeah, he can be home for like 5 days. Then he has to go back. He'll probably be home, and it's like, oh, maybe if they offer me that extra year, maybe I'll take it. Or maybe he'll say, oh, that was good being home. Or like, man, those kids drive me nuts. You never know. He could so say something like that, like, man, those kids drive me nuts. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with them daily. Sometimes they drive me nuts too. Like sometimes I'll be off doing something and they'll start looking for me like, Mom, where are you? Where'd you go? And I'm like literally right there. And I'm just like, yep, I ran away. No, you didn't, Mom. You're right there. I'm like, but you were looking for me. I must have ran away. That's great. Oh, I think my nephew went home with his mom. How awesome would that be? And my sister was here. Maybe he went home with her. Because he spent the night last night. I think I'm caught up. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Did you have a good nap? I hope so. So I have that piece done. I have this. Oh, I think I did an extra row. She only had one child. Yeah. So I might have did an extra stitch. Probably should reduce that back down so I can expand it and then reduce it. But I don't know yet. I still need to make my little template for my foot. Like I need to make one for my daughter's foot too. But see, my daughter's is this one. So I have all these different projects going on. Oh, you got a 4-hour nap? How amazing. Then you probably woke up, it's like, wow, what's Pam doing on? She hasn't streamed in ages. But I really haven't. Because I'm just a slacker. It's because I think about it, and then somebody else comes on, and I'm like, you know what? I would just much rather watch that person and their video than do my own. So I usually was like, yep, I'm not streaming, I'll watch them instead. Like I thought about streaming last night and showing off the little thrift haul that my daughter did for me. And then I was like, no. And then Kellyanne came on. Like, oh, good. But then shortly into hers, I was like, yeah, I need to go to bed. So I shut down my craft room, and by shutting it down, I mean turn off all the lights and lock my door. Because I lock my door to keep one from keeping the kids out of here, and another is to keep the animals out. Because sometimes they can reach their little paw underneath the edge of the door and they like to try to open up the door. And I don't like the animals in here. I try to keep my craft space an animal-free zone. So, yeah. You know, and I did do a Temu order last week. Yeah, I just couldn't resist. Well, there was a couple things that I needed to get that I can wait on. And they were cheaper on Temu than they were on Amazon or going to the store. Hi, Carol. I'm just doing a little bit of crocheting because I can. Well, this one is going to be my daughter's pair. I already got like the basic base part for the red soul of mine done. So now I'm going to work on my daughter's. All right, Kim, have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping in. I know, it was so much fun watching crocheting, huh? But yeah, I ordered some stuff off of Temu. That'll be here. Well, because I was going through looking for something. Oh, and I'd looked at some like little cat water things. It's like the recirculating water things. Because they like the kitchen tap turned on to drink water from. It's like, well, if they actually had like some kind of little tap, then I wouldn't always have to turn on the kitchen water. So I was looking, I'm like, oh, well, if I gave him this tap thing, so stainless steel one, so it's not plastic, so it should be a little bit stronger, I think, so that would last longer, I hope. So I ordered one of those. And of course, I'm always looking at stickers whenever I go on Temu. They just happen to come into my viewing site and I have to look at them and I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I would get those stickers. And then I was looking at something and it showed a picture of like a shower head for the bathroom, for the bathtub. And I so hate my shower head. I hate that it's not strong enough and that it just is too close to the wall. It drives me nuts. Because I want to be able to stand in the middle of the tub and take a shower and not have to stand on like the edge right next to the tap. Drives me nuts. And so I was looking at shower heads and I found a set. I'm like, oh, that one would be nice. And so I figured that I can get that one to replace what we currently have. So I'll have a new a new bathroom shower head soon that I can put up. And I'm kind of excited for that. Can you tell how excited I am to get a new shower head for my bathroom? The shower heads always drive me nuts. He took temp off the iPad, unsubscribed, and blocked their messages as they sent way too many emails and messages. Oh, you took Temu off. Yeah, they send a lot of messages. Like, way too many messages. And I've contemplated doing that. I have. I know it does get annoying. Oh, here comes my daughter. What's wrong, sweet girl? What happened? Did you hurt yourself? Oh, no. What happened?
I fell.
You fell? Oh, no. Look, she got an owie.
It looks like blood is right there.
Look, I cut her hair. Isn't that cute? It was long, and then I cut it. She came to me yesterday. It's like, Mom, can we cut my hair short? I'm like,
It
yeah.
looks like blood.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's okay. You're not going to die. You're not going to bleed to death. Yeah, I cut her hair. She wanted it short. Like, okay, I can do that. I've got quite a crowd in here. So, Carol, if you're wondering what I am making a pair of slippers. I showed my haul that, well, my daughter's haul. She went to the thrift store and bought me some stuff. Granted, I gave her the money to buy it. But she went. But I'm sure if I would have gone, there would have been more stuff gotten. Like, there probably would have been books and a couple other items. But I wasn't there, which is a good thing. But I probably would have looked at the patterns. But it was easy to tell her that I don't need any patterns. Because I don't need any patterns at all. But it was easy to tell her that I didn't need any. Oh, you need to get up? Okay, Kathy. You take it easy. Don't overdo it. Like, I think it was... Yeah, it was Pink Girlie's channel earlier, Lori. I was watching her earlier. And of course, I was still laying in bed. But people come on, and so I just lay there and I watch. So I just laid there and watched. But she had about half an hour left on her stream, is what she was saying. And I finally pulled myself up out of bed and went in and took a shower and got ready for the day. Oh, I skipped one. It's silly me. Oh my goodness. I'm yawning already, guys. Shouldn't be. No reason to yawn. I haven't done anything today. Well, I guess that's not true. I washed a couple of dishes. I put some of the dishes away. I did cook some food. And I don't know if my daughter is still watching or not. I probably bored her. That she's like, I'm out of here. You're boring, Mom. I know sometimes I am. It's okay though. Moms can be boring. Isn't that looking beautiful? It's looking great.